Heyo, everyone. I, I'm here, back in my basement, this place. Um, yeah, so I've got things to talk about. When I was thinking about it earlier, I do have a lot of things kind of hooked up. I know I said that these things aren't scripted, and they're not. I don't write a script for these or think about anything, but I can't really stop myself from thinking about it, kind of planning some things to say, because, it just kind of happens subconsciously. And yeah, I'm sure you'll understand. It's things like that, and people do that with conversations too, of course. Yeah, like I do that. But I know other people do. Yeah. So this week, I watched a few movies actually. Didn't really feel like it because a couple of them were just like kind of half watching because I've seen them before. Watched Avengers again, and Star Wars Rogue One, which were both great, of course. But just kind of not half paying attention, but it was just slightly off from how I usually watch them because I'd seen them before. But I did want to watch them again, and I watched them with like my family and stuff. Uh, yeah. What else? Right. Yes. So I watched the movie The Room, which was, I don't know if you've heard of it, but a movie that's, well regarded as being one of the worst movies ever made, which is why people love it so much. And I completely see it. It's really bad. Like, the acting and the lip syncing, they're terrible. It's like the worst I've ever seen. But it's so funny. That's like, the bad acting, it's like comedy gold to me. I really did love it. But it was terrible. One of the worst movies I've ever seen, if not the worst. But definitely not boring. And I watched like kind of a censored version because I found it on YouTube because you can't really find it in many places. People don't want to acknowledge its existence. And but it was great though. I recommend it just because of how hilarious it is. But it's terrible. Not a good movie at all. But that's okay. It doesn't have to be. Um, yeah. Another thing. This is a big one. I so I didn't really feel like I did a lot today. Kind of, and I guess I didn't, but whatever, it doesn't really matter. Also, I guess I'm kind of still, like, recovering from something that happened yesterday. So, was it this week? I think it might have actually been a week ago, exactly a week ago. Started watching an anime called Your Lie in April, and I don't know if I've talked about the fact that I really like anime on here before, but I do. I like anime a lot, and it's great. Highly recommend. But yeah. And if you like anime, you might have heard of it. Everyone talks about how sad and depressing it is. Like my brother would tell me. My brother's likes anime, a lot more than I do. Seen many of them, and it's pretty cool. And so I had friends that watched it, and so I decided to just watch it for myself. I thought it sounded interesting, and it was great. But like, it didn't really have a very big impact on me at all throughout most of the show. It's very short. It's like 22 episodes. Episodes 1 through 21, it was pretty much completely fine. I mean, yeah, it was sad and stuff. There are also a lot of humorous moments. But, I don't know. But it was mainly just the last episode, though. Then that happened, and that really, really hit me. There are no spoilers here. Don't worry. I hate spoilers. So much. I would never do that. So I don't really go too in detail. But yeah, it was just kind of that last episode that really made it all like sink in kind of, and yeah, it just resonated with me. I'm still recovering from it because, as I said, I don't really show a lot of emotion or have a lot of emotion in general, so I didn't cry or anything. I mean, yeah, I teared up a little bit, but like not that much. I was still smiling and stuff. Well, whatever. But it wasn't that big a deal. But internally, I was so in pain, and still am. I mean, not as much as then, but yeah, it's definitely still there. And my friend advised me that it'll never go away, and I was well aware of that. But that's okay. Great anime though. I loved it. 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Me in the middle, 8.5. Or maybe 9. We could just make it up to 9. No need to give it a rating, but I did anyway. So yeah, that happened. And I just kind of can't stop thinking about it. kind of happens periodically in the day. Just think about that. But yeah, I like anime. I've sorry, something's in my throat. Whatever. That was kind of the main thing that I was going to talk about. Like the movies and the anime, because the anime was, a big deal. Because like I said, thinking about it a lot. And when I watched Avengers, it was right after I finished it, so yeah, that was rough. Yeah. So, trying to think of anything else happened. I don't really think so. But, so that was nice. Watch those. Got my TV on, yeah. Here's like, I really just kind of had those set up. And I wasn't expecting those things to go by so quickly. But I've seen some other anime. I've seen like Fullmetal Alchemist. It's one of my favorites, and I know it's generally regarded as a lot of people's favorites. And no, it's really good. Of course, really good anime. There's also My Hero Academia. That's a big one. That was my favorite show for a long time, and it wasn't that long when I started it. It was just like the season 1 was done, and then most of season 2 was done. But, yeah, I was thinking about this before. I really hope I haven't told the story on here before. I don't think I did, though. So, yay. And back in 5th grade, my friend, one of my other friends who, really likes anime, more than me, he's seen a bunch of them. He's so he talked to me about it. We watched the first episode together. It was dubbed. I watched the rest of the anime subbed. And, it isn't finished yet. The show isn't finished yet. I don't know how close it is, but probably not close at all. But yeah. And, so we talked about it, and he was like, Nate, you gotta watch this. And I was like, yeah, I'll probably get to it. But, like, unlike other things that I say that too, because a lot of times I say, yeah, I'll get to it someday, but, like, I really don't plan on it anytime soon, Most of the time I do it many, I don't know, months or weeks later, depending on what happens. But that time I did actually want to check it out, and I did. And I just loved it so much. There was this 1 week, it was like October, 5th grade, which is really early into the school year, where I just basically lived and breathed that show. But, like, more than that, because I would go to school, I would do the work, and then I would just put on that show. Like, I would eat and everything and do all that, but I would watch the show while I was eating. Not while doing work, because I kind of had to pay attention to that, and I didn't. And, of course, in the show, there are the subtitles, so I watched it subbed, as I've said. And, so that's all I did. Just watch the show. I went through it really fast. There weren't a lot of episodes, but I did. And that week, we had a 4-day weekend. I can't remember what the occasion was, what, like, holiday or whatever. I don't know, it was in October. And it was for school, so, it doesn't really whittle it down. I have no idea. So, yeah, 4-day weekend, I'm pretty sure. It's Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday and Tuesday were off, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that was it. And yeah, so after that whole week, I finished it on the Friday before that 4-day weekend that started. Like, finished what was already left of the show. And so I just I watched it in my room. So that was the last episode. And I just went downstairs. And I was like, well, now what do I have to do? I don't even... Because it's like, that's all I've been doing for the past week. And I had so much free time, so much more free time than I usually had. And now I had no idea what I was going to do with my life. And so I had nothing left to do but wallow in my sadness and, I don't know, just play games, maybe. That's pretty similar to how I felt after finishing July and April, actually. Yeah. I'm playing Mario 3. That's another thing. After watching the show, I kind of started. I'm on World 8 now, actually. I'm playing on that Switch online thing, the Nintendo, whatever. I just got that, like, a month ago, maybe. Yeah. I had one of those. Great game, of course. It's a beloved game by many people, including me. I love Mario 3. But yeah, My Hero Academia is great. It's no longer my favorite show or favorite anime, because I don't really rank them. No, I don't need to. It's like you're in different moods for things. So, yeah, there we go. And that's it. Glad I got to talk about this. And, yeah. So, it was fun. Watch anime. It's very good. Well, some of them are. There are a lot that are pretty bad, but whatever. Don't think about those. Alright, see you.